In this video I will talk about the 12 disciples and why they actually might be the 12 qualities necessary to reach the kingdom of God. And quality number 1 is Simon Peter. And Simon Peter is the disciple that represents hearing good news and also saying good news. So it's Simon, it's like Simon, it's what you say and also what you hear. And the point is to make it as positive as possible. To hear as positive news as possible and to speak and say as positive things as possible. And the point with that is that you can imagine receiving great news and you can focus upon great news. So you wish to hear good news, you want to hear super positive news, you want to visualize people saying super positive things to you, praising you, thanking you, giving you things, and or yeah, just positive things in general. You also want to visualize others being enriched. You want, and that goes into more among the disciples, but in general it's like hearing good news. So first we have to hear good news, and then we have to think about the good, and we have to permit only the positive impressions to influence our mind state, our state. So permit honorable, dignified visitors in your house, which is your focus. Like, you focus on the most positive. That's essentially it. Like, the most positive people, things, and things you love. So that's Simon. And then you have Andrew, which is the courage to continue to do that and to stay in a positive vibe. So it's like the continuation. And then it's also about inspired action, or relaxing and meditating and feeling what is guided. And the next is John, which is to love. John the beloved, love other people, love yourself. Then the next is James the just, generate positive karma, be kind to other people. But also James has another function also, which is to discern. So you have to be with the people that really you feel you wish to be with, which is also what Simon has already created, which is to choose to be with people and entertain people that are positive. And then the next is Philip. He asks to be shown the Father, and the Father is his originating visualizations and inspirations. So it's like there is a God energy that also guides us beyond our imagination, but our imagination is very much our positive imagination, fortunately, is like hundreds times stronger. I'm just picking a go-to cola here. you imagine the super positive, and you are then birthing the Son, which is the Jesus, what is given us. Also because I'm Norwegian, and English has many root words from Norwegian or from the Nordic countries. It's Jesus equals is given us. It's like the what that word or those sounds translate to in Norwegian. So let's move on to the next ones. Matthew, you have already received it. Matthew accepts presence as it has already happened, and he has faith because it's already so. He has faith. In Norwegian it's fått or fekk. It's like Norwegian has many ways to pronounce things, but it's essentially that you have received. The faith is you have received. So you're in the state that you accept that the inspired feelings you already received, you have received it, and you experience it. Oh, and you enjoy it. So you have enjoyed it. You have joined it. Matthew has faith that God inspires the way, but he has already received it, he's already experienced it in his mind many times. So just enjoy it. And the next, Thomas and Thaddeus, we can say Thaddeus first. Thaddeus is to take it in us, it's to thank, it's to be thankful, it's to be tankful, it's to have the tank full, it's to be full with what is grateful, it's to be full with this happiness that you have it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I feel I want to remind again about discernment. Although we love other people, we love ourselves, and love God, like love everything, we also choose. We only do what feels right. We are with who we feel right with. We even only help those that it feels right to help in the right moment. You have to trust yourself, because only your intuition, your strong instinct knows what is right, beyond any moral justification for whether to do something or not. Or yeah, you have to really feel that you trust the person you're talking with, and that you are feeling that you want to help the person, for example. So really make sure to discern and choose positive people for you to be with, and then finally, also we have to mention Bartholomew, which has much to do with to be you, and art, and to laugh a lot. Bartholomew. Norwegian has these ways to translate what those words say, and also English, Saxon. So Bartholomew is about creating super interesting imaginations and imagining really positive things. And also the next is, and that is like something you enjoy. You choose like what you channel into and you enjoy it, and that's how you control your life. But only the positive manifests is a good focus, and positive thoughts are hundreds times more powerful. And when you're in more natural frequency areas, it's even more powerful, but it can happen anyway. All the positive things you wish. For some, it's necessary to be very natural frequency places at this time. 2G, 3G, or not even internet access with walking distance to internet and walkie-talkies on site, or have internet in cables but not in the air. Actually, in order to get the vibration up sufficiently in order to like attract everything that you imagine. But even if you just imagine anyway, it's gonna be positive. But this is just for some. For many, it's gonna work anyway, very strongly. But and it works anyway, I'd say. But the more positive frequency you have, and this is higher frequency, the better it is for all your attractions, including the positive things you imagine. This also is connected with the love you're giving, the love you're feeling, which is positive energy, essentially a form of it, form in it. And then we move to Simon the Canaanite. Simon the Canaanite is about believing you can, but also the land of milk and honey. It's like the land of abundance and imagining abundance. So you imagine the absolute ideal in wealth, in massive amounts. So you imagine having all that you desire in massive amounts that feels right and best for you, in the most ideal. So you can imagine things, but also recognize that you can imagine the ideal. You can imagine something that is profoundly abundant. So that's the lesson there. Enjoy it and milk it and romanticize it like honey. And the nectar, it's like enjoying life. So yes, and be full and be full with prana also. And this is a special insight that I have, that if you eat wild, mature, completed fruits, you get much more prana, you get much more milk, so that you are overflowing more and can give more, and more you are more actualized. And finally, it's also about the last disciple, which is about, actually, I'd say the best focus regarding that is just accepting that you are the ideal. I'd say that's the best way to say that, is accept that you are the ideal. You are now the ideal. You are only thinking the most positive thoughts. And finally, it's Jesus. It's living a life that's actualized for you, being given the most ideal. So that's it for this, how to actualize your life. And all the principles are mentioned in this video.